might go off, or I don't know, what kind of practical jokes do you play?
Well, with my new chemistry set, thanks to Brie Larson, I do like to make stink bombs.
With a bunch of cops like these. One's a kleptomaniac. One's a compulsively violent ventriloquist. One's addicted to danger. And their leader's a transplanted Cajun who makes up his own rules as he goes along. What do you do with a bunch of cops like these? Give them a psychiatrist and pray.
Down on the bayou where I come from, everybody's different, I'll tell you something. Living be a problem to a man who don't run, safe without a mattress and a loaded gun. Back in the shadows, cottonmouth is lying deep in the city, lost men are dying. Look down in the water, sky is what you see. Life is kinda strange that way. Broken ain't a problem, ain't nothing near free. Practice nearly perfect, perfectly cracked naturally. Oh, Shelby. Over up the city where the light's supposed to shine. Everybody friendly, but they give you no time. Life ain't worth doing when you're holding the line. Half chucking whiskey and muscadine wine. Back in the shadows, cottonmouth is lying deep in the city, lost men are dying. Look down in the water, sky is what you see. Life's just kinda strange that way. Broken ain't a problem, ain't nothing near free. Practice nearly perfect, perfectly cracked naturally. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Welcome to the Digibowl on Fox Kids with your host, Terry Bradshaw.
Look at me. I get to host the first Digibowl. The first. Super Bowls, they come and go. But the Digibowl, now that's exciting stuff. But can't do it alone, so luckily I have two authentic Digi-Destins, Izzy and Kari, helping me. First, let's check in with my sideline correspondent, Kari. Maybe she can tell us what in the heck a Digibowl is.
This stream is live during the 2023 WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes. Without the labor of the writers and actors currently on strike, the content being covered here wouldn't exist. Stay Bombad.
Welcome to the Bombadcast.
What is up, Bombad fam? Welcome to another wonderful Bombad Thursday. It's good to see you all there. Hello. Look, we got some returning people in the chat from last week. Look, good to see you, Mike Murphy. Anyway, listen, guys, we've made it through another week. Congratulations. Go ahead. Let's give yourself a round of applause. There you go. It's all good. We've done good. It's good. Thank you. It's very okay. Come on. Calm down. Calm down. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Please. We have a show to do here, guys. No, it's great to be here with you all tonight. Again, another Bombad Thursday. You've made it. This is it. This is a Bombad Thursday, a weekly Star Wars experience live every Thursday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, if you're nasty. But also, sometimes we talk about Star Wars, and sometimes, I don't know, we might do something weird like every now and then. Every Wednesday, though, this last Wednesday, you guys got to hang out with Scotty and a bunch of just a gaggle of goons. I don't know what they were doing. I heard they were playing the Fortnites or something. They were out there building shelters and I don't know, shoot, like, poning 12-year-olds. I'm sorry, Stan. I'm sorry. I'll get back to it. So go ahead, give me the card again. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central. Yeah, that's what we do. But guys, none of this would be possible without the help of our wonderful patrons. And I'm going to go ahead and read off this wonderful list of absolute royalty. We have Trevor, we have Richie Rasputin, we have Preston Dugas, we have Buck O'Brien, we have Alden Diaz, we have David K2 Esbro, Trey Schmitchell, Wesley Woolridge, Chase Hauser, Neil Lowry, Todd DeGrossier, Brian Finissi, M from Pink Milk, Michael McBoy, Brian Fry, Jeff Quelio, Jared the Gray Jedi, Seth Parnell, Sean Room, Rick Villanueva, sounds like a dick, Joe Organa, that name sounds familiar, Brandon Schrader, Andy H, Will Beatty, Scotty Holiday. This could be you. This could be you. This could be you. Guys, what are you waiting for? Go join the Patreon, and give us your money. It's fine. Stay Bombad. It's not scripted. It's Bombad. And you know what? We can't go any further. Oh, I gotta hold on. Oh no. Shut up, Jerry. Let's do this here. All right. I'm gonna bring in our next co-host all the way from the swamps of Louisiana. Oh, it is Scotty the Tail Zero.
Hey-oh!
I don't know where Scotty the Tail Zero came from. Oh,
No,
Scotty's here.
I'm here.
Scotty Zero.
Got it. Thank you. I've got my Grand Admiral Thrawn jacket. For those that don't know, Roosevelt's inspired. Okay, you can see the fit. We've got look. Check this out. This is so cringe. Watch this. It's in my Donkey Kong Country shirt, of course, but it's a reversible jacket. I can wear light blue or white. Either way, you'll see white whenever I see Organa. So that being said, it makes me happy. We'll bring in our next guest. Our next guest has been on the Bombadcast several times since debuting in January. It's insane. His like 6th Bombadcast appearance, and very excited to have them here. Before we do
giving
that,
out jackets. We're gonna have to give out jackets.
Before we do that, we gotta say one thing. Okay, this stream and the things we're discussing in the stream would not be possible without our writers and our actors that are a part of the WGA and of course SAG-AFTRA. So if you can scan that link, if you don't know what's going on right now, there's a strike going on,
right?
And of course we'll play this at the top. We'll play this one more time before we bring Joe in.
This stream is live during the 2023 WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes. Without the labor of the writers and actors currently on strike, the content being covered here wouldn't exist. Stay Bombad.
That's right. Stay Bombad. Look at our cool little background, by the way.
Right.
Don't you like it?
We got a lot of cool. I like these little bubbles. They're very nice.
Yeah, these bubbles are very nice.
Very nice. Very nice. You look like a nice champagne. You know.
Oh, you know what's funny? You know, as much as I love our next guest, Joe Organa, I'm very excited to obviously have him on and discuss a few things. We also got someone else, but we need to bring in our favorite person, the Chiss himself, Joe Organa. What's going on, Joe?
Who invited you here?
Oh no! Hold on, wait. Let's reveal. Whoops.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh.
Ooh.
It was a nice, like,
Ooh.
steamy glass or something that we had going on there.
I don't know. That was new. I don't know what that was.
It looked like a close-up on Grand Admiral Thrawn's butthole.
It honestly did. Yeah, a little too close.
Just a little bit too close.
Just a little too close, you know. But that's okay.
Get a little bit of. We need to be able to count the rings, at least, you know.
The rings.
Yeah.
He's on a tree.
Yep, that's how old. That's how you can tell how old.
That's how you tell age.
There,
that's how you tell the age.
You can tell a Chiss's age, or I guess any sort of human adjacent persons by the rings in their butthole. Let's see if it works now. Hold on. Let's see if this works.
It's science.
Oh, there he is. I fixed it.
Oh,
yes, there he is. There's Joe. There is Thrawn.
Heyo, Scotty, what's happening over there?
I don't know. Let's see. Oh, yes, it's a Chiss in the flesh. How exciting, y'all! Wow, one of our favorites. Joe Organa's here. Joe, happy to have you here. Happy to hear your thoughts. Are you excited to discuss some Ahsoka?
I'm so excited. I've formed at least 2 thoughts about this episode.
2.
Oh,
we have a
just for you.
record, Jerry.
That's great.
Play the
Just for
soundbite. Play the soundbite for
hold
the
on,
record.
hold on. Oh, the record?
The record,
you go.
yeah.
Yes. The
Yes!
people love you, Joe. They love
Joe!
you. They love you.
Oh man, look at the chat. The chat's blowing up for Joe, everyone. Wow, we love you, Joe. We've got someone saying Joe. No, Joe titties. I'm leaving.
Well,
Joe Organa.
I'm so sorry. I thought about doing a full cosplay, but Scotty didn't leave me enough time to body paint myself. It takes a lot of time. Especially the second half, it just takes so long to do it.
It's
because
a lot
so
for
much.
us to do.
Right.
There's
It's
so
a
much
lot
flesh.
for us to do. There
It
is.
is. It is.
And like we already spent enough time doing other things.
It's the
Painting
truth.
you.
It's
Oh
the
my
truth.
God.
You paint me often enough, Scotty.
I paint you like I paint a fence.
Yeah,
Paint me-
truly a Jackson Pollock.
Paint me like one of your Joe Organas. Yes.
Oh man, let's bring in our next guest, a legendary podcaster, one of my favorite people, and a patron of the show. Oh my God, the one and only Brennen Marr. Wow,
Brennen, welcome. Hello, hold on. Oh, the people, they're ready. Everyone's excited for Brennen. We got such a great crowd tonight, honestly.
We really do.
I see Eli out there.
Yep, Eli's in the crowd. Eli's
shirtless.
Put on a shirt, Eli.
That's fine. Listen, just like go grab some chocolate milk from the back and yeah, just take a seat. Take a seat.
And dairy-free chocolate milk in my case.
Dairy-free.
Absolutely.
I don't blame you. We need to watch out for ourselves.
Hey, have you had chocolate almond milk? Shit's fire.
It's my favorite.
Oh,
great. It's great.
Well, let's discuss milk for a second. I have
thankfully blue milk at Disneyland is dairy-free.
Exactly.
That's true. That is very true.
I can drink it. Yay
for Brennen. Brennen, how you doing today? You doing okay?
Good. Though I'm beginning to wonder if this is going to be weird.
You've seen my
It's
Twitter.
already gotten weird, so
yeah, of course. Look, we're all gonna.
Well,
we're all,
now we know the color of just his rear end.
That's true. We did talk about. Look, that was Jerry. Oh, that was also Joe. Let's all be Chiss. Let's all be Chiss. Here we go.
Oh, here we
let's
go.
all
Here we
enjoy
go.
being Chiss for a second.
We're swimming in blue milk.
I have to change my jacket.
But where are the rings?
Where are the rings?
I don't know.
Count the rings. I mean, yeah.
Where are the rings of Caffrine? Where are the rings that lead us to the new galaxy? Y'all, this show has been setting me off. I'm not gonna lie.
word, yes.
I love this show.
It's been insane.
It's been so much fun watching it, seeing how it's falling into place. And I really think, and let's be real, to me, if I'm going to be honest, it's been a little slow. Honestly, it's been a little slow. But I think post this episode and everything following it, I think it's going to be boom, 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 boom. Yep. And to my knowledge, pretty much everything we have so far is like this is it from what we've seen. You know, besides their duels, that's it. So I'm excited for next week, y'all. But that being said, what is everyone's viewing situation like? Do you all watch it when it drops?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good.
I watch it an hour after because I'm usually hanging out with Mark Riley at the time.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense.
True.
Okay.
So I usually wait till later. Yeah.
So when watching it, I don't know if like Jerry and I are in a group chat and we'll just be like texting like crazy.
We have like the last 2 weeks it's been a low like vibration on a group phone call before, and then everyone immediately cut off as soon as it drops. Watch, and then someone jumps into another space to fan out.
We will say we always text in there just to get Jarrett all excited, because sometimes Jarrett doesn't watch it on time. We all text, "Oh my God, Mace Windu!" every time, so you get pissed off because when we did
we
premiere,
really pissed him off the first week. Yeah,
he sent us a text. I was like, "Guys, that really wasn't that funny." I was like really into some, like, because he had.
Yeah, we learned that Jar Jar Binks was Luke's father, and I mean,
that's right.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Big bombshell.
I mean, what a twist! What a twist!
Spoilers.
Oh, big bombshell. Maxi bid Bombad. No, so I really enjoyed when this episode came out. I did not think it'd be as tight 30 minutes as it was. That shit was like boom, like, and I don't know. I think it played out really well. What did y'all think?
Yeah.
Yep, I felt like I blinked and it was over. So much happened in a short time, but also nothing really happened. It was an interesting episode. There was so much combat and the big reveal of the Purgles in live action, which was very cool to see. We learned that the Purgles were going to be in that hyperspace hula hoop, which was going to be exciting. I can't wait to see them shove one of those things in there. I hope they get a really fat one. They can't really fit it in, and his little fat flaps are hanging out the sides. I'm really hoping for that because I think that'll be cute. I'll be honest. We'll see. I feel like it's going to end up like killing the Purgle. I don't know. It's very cool, very unexpected for me, but I'm excited.
I love that. See, I don't know what to expect, honestly, in terms of the Purgles' next steps, because, like, you know,
I didn't expect them this early. I don't know if I'm the only one that expected them this early.
Yes. And we saw one in Mandalorian season 3, the very first episode, which was cool. But to see,
we saw one in the first episode of Ahsoka.
That's true. Yes, we did. Yeah, with the was that the first episode or no? I don't remember. Hold on.
The beginning of the second one where he looks up and
where it flies.
But I mean, in the first two drops, the first night. The first
I guess you're right. Yeah.
No, of course, this is Toichi.
Yeah.
Now we have the name for what Obi-Wan was teaching Luke.
That's
a reference.
That's
to
true.
Japanese.
See, I loved that.
That's
opening
actually a
training
reference
sequence.
to Japanese cinema.
Yeah, because it's isn't it a Japanese
He's
film?
a blind swordsman.
Look at Brennen.
A
This is
blind
why
samurai named Toichi.
Okay. This is why you win trivia, Brennen. This is why we all bow to you, especially Jared. Especially Jared. Let's not forget that.
I mean,
the answer is 3263827.
I mean, that beginning with the holographic sabers that were basically like recording her. I saw someone say like it's basically recording her Fruit Ninja score and everything like that. It was really cool, though. It was. Cool. I really dug that. You know, it was like that's like a cool. I love that there's all these different ways that we've seen now that training can commence and everything. Like, because you think like, oh, they just back in the day were like, oh, they just give them a lightsaber and they say go at it. But there's like all these different like steps that you can kind of take and everything like that.
Honest to God, and know what it reminded me of. And I know we did a whole Bombadcast. Well, we didn't. I don't know if we did a whole Bombadcast on this, but we did something close to it. I'll get it pulled up on here. I was surprised no one tweeted this yet. Hold on. It was do you remember when we talked Do you remember when we talked about
I feel like we should float.
this plug and play game? That's what this felt like to me. where you would plug in the little training ball and you had the lightsaber.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember that. Yeah, that's what that felt like to me.
Like the little training remote plugs into the TV or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never had it, but I remember stuff like that being available. Right? Was it during Phantom Menace?
No, that was like Revenge of the Sith. Like that was when I was like 10 or 11. Yeah.
It's when I was an edgy teen, graduating high school.
An edgy teen?
Yeah, like, oh man, oh boy.
Oh boy. So stupid. Everyone in the chat, vote if you want to keep it or not. I like it. I don't know if other people think it's Joe.
We won't be as frequent, but like Anyway. Let us know what you think about the soundboard. Yeah.
No, I really did I love seeing Hu Yang's forearms. That was pretty cool because we got that in Clone Wars when he's like going through the drawers and they're back there doing work too. Man, I loved it. That part was so awesome. Look, keep it. Love it.
So great.
So great. And I was listening to it with headphones on earlier, and like you can hear like a lower frequency
Hi, Miss Jody.
Voice. Oh, look, that's my mother-in-law. I love my mother-in-law. What a wonderful woman.
I got to meet Miss Jody, and she is the sweetest human being of all time. So
that's right.
Anyway, miss y'all.
But no, man, I love hearing Hu Yang's voice. I like that Hu Yang is honestly a fully fleshed character. I was genuinely thinking Hu Yang for the longest time was going to be like just kind of there to pilot the ship, give some commentary, but no, like
he had like the back arms too, which is what I was the most excited for, because he's got like those things. Like that was my favorite part in Clone Wars. Whenever he goes to look into all the like
I just
drawers,
said this.
like Ollivander from. Did you literally just say that?
I literally just said this, and Brennen agreed with me. Like,
oh no,
the soundboard's got the best of him, y'all.
My ADHD got the best of me. All right, let's go.
No. The diss that Hu Yang gives to Sabine was absolutely incredible. This is ridiculous. Was absolutely incredible. Whenever, I don't know, the Ahsoka's like, you told her that line? That felt like a mom. That was brutal.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I really liked about that? It really brought me to back to like the prequel era of the Jedi, because I just read Rise of the Red Saber, so I think I saw like a lot of like the darker side or like the negatives of the Jedi Order, and so like to see that like right after reading that novel and like seeing the callous way he's treating her and the callous way he's talking about her Force ability, like her natural connection to the Forge, it just like it played up the issues that led to the fall of the Republic in the first place.
Absolutely.
So I thought it was like really interesting that we're seeing like this negative side of the Jedi being portrayed more often on screen now. You know?
Yeah. I love that you said that, because like again, at Rise of the Red Blade, fantastic book.
So
but it deals with a lot of cool things like religious trauma, things like that the Jedi caused. Really cool. It made me dig up a lot of stuff. And but to see like especially like that conversation between Ahsoka and Hu Yang, when was it she says, I don't need her to be a Jedi. I just need her to be herself or something. Like I forget the exact line, but it's something
that was it. It was
I just need her to be herself.
What was it? I literally have it written down. I don't need Sabine to be a Jedi. I need her to be herself. That was it. That was such a cool moment.
That's such a powerful line.
I love the idea of, like, I know they said this in the I think it was either Book of Boba Fett or no, it was the end of Mando season 2, where Luke says talent without training is, what was the exact line? Talent without training is Brennen, you remember?
Nothing.
No, yeah, is that it? Talent without training is nothing. So then this episode's completely opposite. This episode is like, yes, you have all the things necessary, but you don't have that talent. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, this is like kind of a cool inverse where you're so used to seeing Jedi like Rey or Luke or even, Anakin to a certain extent as a kid being able to train with the natural ability to have the Force, whereas we're seeing the complete inverse. We're seeing someone who is not Force sensitive trained to be a Jedi, and I'm really here for that, because, like, let's be real, we're all Sabine, as much as we want to be Luke, as much as we want to be Ahsoka, as much as we want to be whoever, Count Dooku, whatever, or Grogu, we are all 100% Sabine, We may not have that innate ability, and we may obtain it at some point. We'll see. But at this moment in the story, I love that she is really trying to be a Jedi. She really wants to know what it means to do that. And I thought that was so cool. That was a great little moment with the training and the, having the blinder mask on. Oh, loved it. What did they call it again, Brennen? I forgot.
Zatoichi.
Okay, Zatoichi. And I agree that the parallels to Obi-Wan and Luke were really nice. And
now we know what it's called.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that we get to now have, I don't know, to me, I think it's super important that this has kind of already happened a handful of times before our eyes, but a different version of it is very nice. It's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I love the title of the episode too.
And
God, time to fly.
Time to fly.
3 words again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Remember when we were talking last week in a group chat that it was like every title's gonna be blank and blank.
Master Apprentice.
Immediately, Dave's like, nah,
Duncan
bro. It's gonna be was it a Fruit Ninja and Dick Senators, right?
Dude, we'll get to that in a second. Brennen, were you expecting like a canon name drop, like Kanan? I'm sorry, I said canon. Kanan name drop, or no?
Not really. I wasn't expecting anything.
I was hoping like
I've gone into the show with the attitude of I don't want to expect anything, just so I could be surprised.
Okay, right. Because I was hoping, because she's already done some similar stuff with Kanan. I was really thinking it'd be like, I've already done this, and like lose her patience. But I think she's beyond that now. You know what I mean? I don't know, Joe. What were you expecting? Do you think we'd get a little name drop there?
Absolutely not. I really didn't think we would, because I'm coming at it from like maybe a more logical sense. I was thinking they've already had to explain so many new characters and so many new people to people who did not watch Rebels. They're not going to bring up another character who you're never going to see on screen right now.
Well,
that was my first thought. Maybe later in the season they'll introduce that. Like they'll drop the name and be like, oh, by the way, this is Jason's father.
Yeah,
but
Jason's dad is Kanan, yeah.
Not in the first 3 episodes. I think that'll be later in the season if they mention it at all.
Yep.
Yeah. See, I was hoping we'd be like, I've already done this, we as a viewer are like, oh yeah, she's done this before. We've seen this. We've seen her lose her shit on this. And like, I am glad they didn't, because I think it will be saved for a bigger moment.
It's going to be so emotional. Yeah. It's going to be something towards, like you were saying, Joe. Like it's going to be like way towards the end.
What it would be like if randomly Freddie Prinze Jr. shows up on screen.
Oh my God! Yes,
Kanan, we would all cry our eyes out.
I would love
whenever they say the name Kanan, I'm going to bawl my eyes out. I'm going to. Everyone, I didn't notice. Jason has his little. We're not to it yet, I guess. But he's got his little shoulder pauldron that may or may not have. Yeah, he's got the green hair, but he may have a shoulder pauldron with his father's symbol on it.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get it pulled up. Hold on. I know I have.
Was it Rick Villanueva, frenemy of the show, posted that earlier today.
Yeah, no, I love that we've already got this like looming threat of Thrawn, because I'll tie it in the Jason stuff in a second. But I love whenever we get that flash to the home, home one. And what planet are they over? Do y'all think? Are they over Coruscant?
Coruscant or Hosnian Prime?
God, I was hoping to see
probably Hosnian, because at this time it is on Hosnian Prime.
It's got the round cityscape like Coruscant has.
So.
Yeah.
God,
that's true.
Who knows at this point? Who knows?
Right.
I was so in love with the fact that we are going back to the briefing room so freaking often now.
Yes.
Like it is straight up from Return of the Jedi, and like
the briefing room too.
Cool,
so good.
As a kid,
the Emperor has made a critical error, and the time for attack has come.
As a kid, I would always dream of that area. God,
anytime we go to that Rebel fleet, whatever we have left of the Rebel fleet, basically, do you also get the feeling that that's kind of it? Right,
I don't
with
know.
like kind of what they've done. I'm sure there's more and stuff like that, but like the way that they've set it up in canon, that like they really kind of decommissioned a lot of their ships, except for like a light force.
I think they're just trying to have a smaller military presence.
Exactly. But it feels like that. But like I love that this show, and I talked about it last week a little bit, but I'll talk about it a little more. This show is taking the original trilogy, and again, not just taking that George thing of like taking your time going to a planet or like your establishing shots, like letting you know like, hey, we're in an exciting atmosphere and stuff. Like whenever we cut to that Rebel fleet and it's the A-Wings, the squadron of A-Wings flying through, the music cue and everything like that. Stuff like that. It's just
cool.
Like they did that like last week with the Corellia fly-in and everything. It felt like Empire Strikes Back and everything.
Oh yeah.
And I've really been digging them. Everyone's been saying like it takes too much time. I've been digging taking the time on the fly-ins.
Yes.
I agree.
Well, also
instead of all of that.
It's a marriage of a couple of things. It's a marriage of a couple of things. We got prequels, like there's establishing, I guess aesthetics. Then you've got actual Return of the Jedi ships. You've got characters from I guess an animated series. Like it's such a weird thing to be experiencing as a fan because it's things we've read in books, things we've watched in TV shows, things we've even experienced in the movie theater, all like truly cohesive in one.
A live action connection to Resistance.
Yes.
This is a show that gets forgotten sometimes.
God, yeah, Kaz's dad, man. That I agree. So that whole moment, that whole entire I guess discussion they have with the senators. I can just to me, I'm watching this and it feels like Mon Mothma is like totally on Hera's side, and we're right back to the bureaucratic shit that Palpatine warned Padme about.
It makes me wish like that she would use emergency powers.
I imagine that Hera's probably going to be like, "Screw you."
Oh yeah. Oh, I bet
it's going to have to be. I'll tell you I forget what is his is it Hamato Ziono is the name?
Hamato Ziono, yeah.
Hamato Ziono. Seeing Kaz's dad, it gives me such a great joy that I actually watched Resistance. And I'm not trying to give any shade or anything. Like again, this is a show people are like, there's too much reference.
Ziono's a friend of Perrin. I agree with that.
Yeah, it's right there.
But it's just like it's so gratifying to see this show that kind of really it feels like this is what was promised at the beginning of the hey, Disney bought Star Wars. We're going to put out a lot of stuff. There's going to be a lot of stuff interconnected. Everything kind of matters, and we've had a lot of moments like that up until this point. But just like it's kind of surreal watching this. If you could take this back to like even when Resistance was coming out and saying like we're gonna have Kaz's dad live action and he's gonna be giving Hera Syndulla, that new character that just came out, like shit. Like
Alex Dayman said he is basically what Borsk Thalia was in the original Legends books.
Oh yeah, the Bothan.
Yeah, the guy who kept giving them trouble.
Yep. God, I love that.
I'm rereading that original Thrawn trilogy right now.
Oh, really? So. How is it? Is there? I guess there can't be any comparisons yet. But once Thrawn shows
not really.
Up, yeah,
nothing yet.
It'd be different.
But it's still kind of interesting.
See, that's the thing too. We've got this show that's having to kind of fill in the gaps between the originals and the sequel trilogy, and we have to know where the New Republic fails, and we are seeing real examples of it right now. And one of my favorite was where that senator goes, "Outliers," and like cuts off the whole conversation. What a bitch! Like I was for real. I was like no, these people aren't outliers. We've seen it happen literally in obviously they didn't see it, but Mando season 3, we got that whole entire moment with Gideon. Like, no, these aren't out. These are people that really do believe the Empire should still be a thing. Long live the Empire.
Yeah.
God.
And now we know because of Mando season 3 how they're operating.
Yes.
Which is to
terribly
make it look like they're just these scattered groups.
God.
Yeah. But in reality, they're waiting for Thrawn.
Oh, I can't wait. So, Joe, what did you think? What did you think of all that?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, Brennan.
I was just saying, I heard that Dave Filoni talked to Timothy Zahn during some of the writing of this.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know if that's true or not. That'd be interesting to know.
I would love that.
I'm sure they consulted, because I'm sure that what they're trying to do is like, they tried to give nods in Clone Wars to Legends and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we were about to have the Vong come in, use on Vong.
yeah.
However you feel about them, I'm personally mid on them. I'm not against.
So stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not against them existing in canon. It's just the execution. But I trust them. I blindly trust Dave.
Yes, I do trust Dave too.
Me too.
Like
Me too.
I'm hoping we might get Islamari drop. I would love to get some force. What do they call them?
I don't know if I want like force canceling shit, but I want like stuff. But I want it to be. I want weird force stuff.
Yeah, me too. I also want weird force stuff.
Yeah.
I'm so ready for weird force stuff.
I was gonna ask you, Joe, what did you think of the cattiness of that damn scene? Because that shit was fire. I don't know. I love the energy.
I loved it. I think it showed a lot of what's gonna be the downfall of the New Republic.
Yeah.
I think it showed Hera being really interesting. When she said to him, "What were you in the war, or did you just sit back?" I mean, I'm paraphrasing here.
Yeah.
But did you sit back and just wait to see who came out on top? Because I feel like, realistically, in this universe, there's way more people who are living in it than fighting in that war. And
exactly.
I, even as a child, when I was watching the original trilogy before any other movie came out, I always thought to myself, like, why would all these people sign up to be stormtroopers? Why are all these people just like living under it? Like, I remember thinking that as a kid, and so I love that we're addressing it now in this current Star Wars timeline, because there are so many people who, one, maybe the Empire didn't directly affect them negatively or positively, and there's also people who, like in our real world, who are maybe closer to the top of the totem pole, who really are in either way at whoever's making them the most money. You know what I mean? So I feel like that was like a really interesting thing for Hera to bring up. There's so many layers. That plus the fact that there's still imperial people working within the government and in all aspects of the galaxy, I think that plus that plus that plus that, it's just like it's becoming like a very tangled web.
Yes.
For the New Republic, so it's interesting.
I just love the energy. I just love the energy of that whole scene. And also it plays into the fact that what you're saying is so true to even real life, right? Like, no matter what power is in charge of the US, it could be any political party, or it could be a whole different nation. People still just want to be able to live their life and make money and be people, And they even said it in there. I think it was, I know it was definitely Mando. I don't know if it was mentioned in this episode, but regardless of who's in charge, people are still going to live under those, under those guidelines, because it's the easiest way to live, and it might be greed, it might be hate, but a lot of it is rooted in just because they can't control the reality. They have no choice. And you've got freedom fighters that really do exist, and you've got freedom fighters like Hera, who's been through shit and is like, this is bad. Like, you need to realize this dude who's coming is horrible, and he is going to destroy everything. And look, we don't know that 30 years between Return of the Jedi and TFA for a reason. We don't really know what caused the First Order to actually rise up. So, I mean, who's to say the seeds that are going to get planted in this show don't really come into fruition later whenever we're watching TFA?
And again, so back when the Force Awakens comes out, everyone was kind of like, how did they just take them out? Like,
yes,
like boom, one shot. And again, they took out an entire system. Yeah, but it is, it's fascinating. Like, I love that we got it reiterated again. Yeah, they said it like pretty much word for word from last week. Oh, there's ex-Imperials in every level of the
God, it's
the High
nuts.
Republic, excuse me, the
New Republic. God, man, it's weird. It's so unsettling. And there's the whole Belgians in the Congo kind of thing, right? Where like people from Germany, when they left, post World War II, they all went to Africa and hid out in Africa and did horrible things in Africa. So like that, this kind of stuff really does happen. I don't know. It's cool to see it in the Star Wars way. And like, I always think now about the Shadow Council moment in chapter 23 of Mando season 3. Like I think about that every time they talk about the Empire, because the Empire is powerful still. They don't know they're all working together. All the warlords are working together, and they're just waiting for Thrawn. And that's, I am so excited, and I love that of course, for the sake of plot and for the sake of future Star Wars storytelling, Hera does not get the New Republic fleet. Like I love that. Like it's gonna make it way more personal. You know what I mean? And they obviously can't all take Thrawn down together, and Thrawn's probably expecting him to come back to a bigger group of people, but it's not going to be the case. Not going to be the case at all. No, but how did y'all feel about the Jason part? I'll get a picture pulled up actually, because the second she walked out, I thought it looked pretty good. I was very impressed with the hue of green in the hair.
Yeah. I was a little unsure if we were going to get him at the beginning of that sequence again, because they ask about Jason, and I was like, are we going to get him, or are they just going to kind of like cut away?
Yeah, as soon as they name dropped him, I'm like, we're going to see him.
Yes, I want to be a Jedi.
Yeah,
Look
there
at that.
he is.
It's such a light shade of green too. I'm trying to like bend my head around and look at it. Oh, I love it. I love it. And he's a good looking kid. I was glad they didn't choose some, because like, let's be real, Jason's design at the end of Rebels kind of free. It looks kind of like baby doll looking. It looks creepy. He's like,
it's a little Oompa Loompa-ish. Like it's a little like, yeah.
Like I did not like it.
It's not like I've never hated it. I will say again, like that's the one thing I've talked about when I showed my kiddo, I showed Ellie Rebels. Like she got really excited that Hera and Kanan had a kid, and she hasn't seen this episode yet, right? So I'm excited for her to see this episode and get that view of Jason. Just like to like, cause like that's kind of like it's just cool to have. He looks really cool, and to think we're gonna get this character.
Everybody freaked out about the Lego figure.
Oh yeah, the Lego figure.
I was like, the hair was not this color. It's like, well, I think it's whatever, man. It's fine. To think that we could possibly get I am predicting that Ezra trains him.
Oh, I would love that. I would love that.
By all said and done. That's
that makes
what
you
I'm
think,
predicting.
Where's Ezra when Rey? Like that's
I'm gonna cry my eyes out. I'm gonna cry my eyes out.
See, I thought it was a great moment, a great reveal. The best part though was Aunt Sabine. That was a cool ass line.
Aunt Sabine's
like,
gonna become a Jedi. Yeah.
Oh,
that was a cool
such
drop.
a good line. Aunt Sabine. Like, we say that, in our human world when we have very close family members and stuff, or friends of family, but like Aunt Sabine was like, damn, like I never knew you could do that in Star Wars too. Like that doesn't feel, it felt super homely.
Well, we have Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru.
Yeah. No, I know that. But that's biological.
Like the first Star Wars movie, Scotty.
I know. I didn't think about that. That was pretty dumb. No, it's okay. I wanted to I didn't know this. I have a leak. Can I share a leak with y'all? It's not going to ruin anything. I got a photo of a new photo of Thrawn in. You ready? Look at this. Oh my God! What in the world?
Where'd you get that picture of me?
Oh, I don't know. What the heck? What
did I get myself into?
There we go.
I don't know.
Brennan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, Brennan.
That's how it is.
I know. Man, I felt like this entire episode was the most George Lucas of any of these Star Wars TV shows.
I really felt that way too. I was thinking that the whole time. Yeah. It felt like the whole chase through the hurgles, and it felt very much like the trench run, or so many of the chases.
Or the underwater scene in Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace,
exactly.
Yes. Like I could tell
those fighters felt very prequel-esque too.
Oh yes,
like
the World War II ones.
Yeah, World War II. I loved them. So I love that they were just unabashedly World War II airplanes.
Yeah, very cool.
So cool. And I love that the green bolts were like a brighter neon green too than we've had. I don't know if anyone else noticed that. If that was just me, it felt like a different shade of green that I was just.
And I love the design of the Jedi shuttle. I love that.
Yeah,
that
was cool.
Man,
a little more of a peak than we got in Clone Wars.
See, in terms of Georgisms, I like the Force explanations because it felt like that had been saved up in Dave's back catalog
That's
back
right,
there.
yeah.
Oh man, yep. And that even the names of certain things, like I just love that line too. Super George, start small. Love that line. Like you don't have to lift rocks, you don't have to do all these things. Start small, and they use the little cup metaphor. God, that was good.
Some people were saying they saw the cup move. I never saw the cup
did not.
move. I watched that thing like 3 times, and I've focused on that damn cup. It stays still. I can't see. I feel like my eyes start shaking. You know.
I did not see the cup move. If I'm going to be honest with you.
No.
I was hoping I would, but it certainly did not move. And then, you never know. Honestly, you never know. It could. We could see the next episode where some things actually go down. I don't know. I hope so. That'd be cool. And I think it's important too that scene we hold that whole entire training moment of them discussing the Force and them actually practicing. I think is going to parallel something that happens later in this series. You know what I mean? You're Brian Finnessy, buzzkill. That shit didn't move.
That's what we all said.
No, I really love this line too. A long line of non-traditional Jedi. So let's trace
Very
it
few
back.
Mandalorians become Jedi too.
Let's trace it back.
Interesting line.
So Jerry, here we go. We're gonna go. It's gonna be trivia.
Okay.
We're gonna go.
Okay.
We're gonna
All
go.
right. All right.
We're gonna go counterclockwise. Jerry, who trained Ahsoka?
Anakin Skywalker?
Who trained Anakin, Joe?
Obi-Wan.
Who trained Obi-Wan? Brennen.
My favorite Jedi of all, Qui-Gon Jinn.
Who trained Qui-Gon? Scott. Count Dooku. Who trained Count Dooku, Jerry?
Yoda.
Okay, I love this lineage because we honestly do we know who trained Yoda?
It's
Like,
all
do
the
we-
heavy hitters.
anything?
Yeah, it's like non-traditional Jedi. It's like the most Jedi.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it's like because every one of them, if you really reflect on it, Yoda being a species. Two, you're right. Two. Sith Lord.
My
Yeah,
bad.
two Sith Lords.
My bad. My bad.
So we've got Yoda. Obviously, we know he speaks specifically in rhymes. We know he's 900 years old. We know he witnessed the rise and the fall of the Jedi. Then we've got someone like Count Dooku, who is the catalyst for the Jedi falling, which is pretty cool. And obviously a bureaucrat, like a super rich guy. And then we got at least my favorite Jedi, Qui-Gon Jinn. And like probably, I think out of the whole list, besides Anakin, the most like unorthodox. You know what I mean? Like kind of very non-traditional. You know what I mean? Very against the grain. But yeah, that line was so great. Obi-Wan's the only one where I'm like, I don't know. Obi-Wan's pretty straight-laced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the most part.
Would y'all agree with me on that? Like, Brennan, what do you think?
Yeah.
I think he's
Corky is not his son.
No, Corky is not his son. I love that. No, I thought it was a cool line, and of course, the most untraditional of all Jedi, Anakin Skywalker. So I could see so much of Anakin and Sabine. So I'm loving where that's going because now we see Ahsoka struggling not with her master but her Padawan. So it's just really freaking awesome parallels.
How
I know.
weird is it that we're here?
I know. Exactly.
Oh man, and I think we all thought that was going to happen in Rebels, right? We all thought that like Ahsoka was going to become Kanan and or Ezra. And I guess she did like help them along a little bit, but she was never like in the master role. I felt in Rebels.
No, more or less a guide. If we're going to be honest, you know what I mean?
Right.
A guide for not even Ezra, more like a guide for Kanan and what that means. And I loved that, and I do love the moment where she's talking to the cup. You win this round. I was like, damn, that's so Rebels. And it cuts back to the cup. It cuts back to the cup sitting there. I'm like, that's so cool.
God,
if only like Chopper had been there to slightly lift it up from behind, like he did the bowl with Ezra.
Oh yeah, yeah,
that
where
was
he
so
moved the
great.
bowl. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
How do
I
we
love that Chopper? That Aaron's like said to Jason, "How did you know that?" He's like, Chopper told me.
Chopper told me.
Yeah, Chopper told me. Yes. And Chopper's
Chopper
like,
just squeal. So good. I wanted to bring this up too because I thought it was particularly interesting. We've got this whole, how do I say this? This whole idea that we're gonna have a Jedi who is not Force sensitive, be Ahsoka's Padawan, right? Do we think it's really gonna work out? Like, are we all on the same page with this? Because I'm weary. I'm like, will she not be a Jedi, or will she go by Jedi but not have the Force? I think it's odd.
I think she's going to be herself, like Ahsoka said.
Okay.
I think that by the end of the series, she's going to have, the goal is going to be to get her to Sabine to fully accept who she is and be herself. Whether that could be a Jedi, but it could just be like someone who is, like we were talking about, I think last week, like someone who's more open, right? Kind of a better version of herself, right?
Yeah. What do you think, Joe?
Self-discovery.
Well, I'm not sure. I think it could go either way. I've watched other like people talk about it, and some people think that like, oh, this is gonna bring Ahsoka back to the Jedi, or like, start calling herself a Jedi again. And then I think, in my mind, I feel like Ahsoka sees all the flaws of the Jedi, and I think the show keeps showing us like that there were so many flaws of the Jedi, and that's why like Sabine is taking such a verbal lashing throughout her training, because I think it's showing like maybe that isn't the right way to go. So I don't know. I don't think they're gonna be Jedi. I think they're gonna be Force users. And then if you think about the bad guys, they're not Sith either.
No,
Jedis. So I think we're gonna have like these dark side Force users and these light side Force users, and maybe neither of them stick 100% to those extremes.
Yeah.
And they're both somewhere in the middle, and I think that's kind of the point of the show to me. That's what I'm getting. So
I get that.
I'm going no Jedi.
No Jedi. See, the line I like though, and I want to hear your thoughts in a second, Brennan. The line I like though is when the ship lands, Balin says, "Go find the Jedi." I'm like, ooh, like that's there's some implication there. I like. But Brennan, what do you take away with that? What do you think is going on? Do you think?
Well, I think it'd be really cool if the series ends with Ahsoka saying, "I am a Jedi."
Oh,
that would be like,
like,
go ahead.
What it actually means to be a Jedi, that it's not about belonging to an organization. It's about what do you stand for.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah,
honestly, like I'm not a institutional Jedi. I am just what a Jedi should be.
See, that's a religious thing that Jerry and I have discussed too. Like, you can be spiritual. You don't have to align to a religion. You know what I mean? Like, you can believe in the way of the Jedi without having to label yourself as a Jedi.
It's interesting for me because I attend church every week. I have my entire life. I consider myself a religious person.
Yeah.
I think that it's really a balancing act between defining yourself. Like, I don't want to define myself by the institution, because if I'm not following the teachings of Jesus, then what's the point of calling myself a Christian?
There you go.
And so I think Ahsoka might have this moment where it's like to get the institution, what does it mean at its core? And I think that she might finally say, I am a Jedi.
Yeah. I mean, it's something I wish more religious people would ask themselves, right?
Yeah.
Instead of like going along with the crowd, just like, what if I was actually like being the kind of person.
Practice what I preach.
And I certainly tried. So
of course, and that's the admirable thing. That's the thing that we would hope for most people that do follow a religion. You know, that they do implement that religious aspect into their lives and be it Buddhist, be it Christian,
use it to make the world around them a better place.
Exactly.
That's what it's all supposed to be. You're supposed to lift other people up, not tear other people down.
I completely
Hopefully
agree.
I do an okay job.
And you know what's funny too, in terms of learning, we do see a pretty sick character moment that actually surprised me. Because I always, we're so used to, and as a teacher, I'm used to doing this too, where you're so used to be like, all right, we should do this, we should do this, we should do this. But that moment where Hu Yang's like, if you don't work together, you are going to get us killed. And I'm like, damn, that is such a cool moment because Ahsoka has to flip it.
Well, and you see her think about that really sets in for her. Like,
and then she goes, "What do you need?" And that's a great moment.
What do you need? God, that is the student leading the teacher. It's so beautiful because even someone like Anakin, very hard-headed character, very hard-headed Jedi, I don't think would have came to the realization of that moment. He did play into Ahsoka's skills, but to see Ahsoka be like, actually, I'm going to let her lead this because she knows what she's doing and she knows what she needs. Like the presets have been deleted. So the same exact setup that she
was
had
a great
before,
line too. Like,
cool line. Yeah. Well, I don't need
you deleted my presets. Okay.
And it all goes back to the 7th episode of Mandalorian where Quill gives that monologue about changing IG-11's programming.
Yep.
That's what all these shows have been about.
You
can change your programming.
Exactly. It's up to you. That's beautiful, Brennan. That's actually really sick. Yeah, that's the thing too. This show has been teaching me, like, obviously we all have different aspects of our life where we feel like we can be maybe a mentor to someone or even just be that presence for someone, that Ahsoka presence. I love seeing Sabine having the opportunity to lead this moment, and it goes like strikingly well. Like they get rid of every ship except 3, and it's Shin, Morak, and that one other poor bastard that gets the lightsaber wing cut off. Good Lord!
Can we talk about just like the moment when Ahsoka goes, "I'm gonna go out there and distract them, space fix the ship." And when that opened, like immediately,
Clone Wars Rebels moment, right there.
Oh yeah.
And she goes out there like, how that looked. I thought it looked really effing cool. I was so jazzed when she got out there and she had like her like spacesuit on. This is the first time someone's in like an actual spacesuit in live action.
Yes, dude. Yes,
because like we've had like the masks in Empire and different things like that, and like characters getting sucked into space without anything. But like to have a character like in a spacesuit, like I'm gonna fight on the wing of this plane of this ship, was so damn cool.
I mean, that's a George Lucas moment, if you ask me.
Yes,
so
that's what
George.
I felt the whole entire time.
So George. That stuff came from Clone Wars. That's out of Clone Wars. Like I said, and Rebels too, but mostly Clone Wars. That's where that shit started.
Seeing those lightsabers
floating past the screen.
Oh my god, that whole flipping moment. God, I love that. It felt so cool to see white lightsabers against a back star, like a star map, essentially. Like you could see the way it glowed and on the wing of the ship. I mean, Steph Green, who directed this episode, unbelievably good. The episode felt so symmetric too. Every shot felt very precise. And like the moment where they're going up to the ring, right? I'm like, oh man, this looks like almost like a Kubrick film because it's so sharp and angular. You get Morgan Elsbeth from behind, and it's like a direct shot behind her. Like I'm like, this is just, they're like being really artsy with it, and I very much appreciate it because like, look, we can all talk about Star Wars, but to like visually take it in and have different directors' points of views has been spectacular for the franchise, but for this series in particular, like just from Marok. We're gonna see Marok.
I was too. I was
That's
so
the
worried
galaxy's
they were gonna kill him. I was so worried they were gonna kill him. Please don't kill the hot guy.
Yeah, they took up the helmet.
It's all I
gonna
have.
be Jar Jar Binks.
It's gonna be Jar Jar Binks.
And in my mind, he doesn't take the helmet off.
Oh,
So that's not an issue.
Helmet stays on.
Helmet stays on, baby.
That voice was really cool. Like in Kyle Katarn, friend of the show, I saw his reaction where he was like watching it and laughing because everyone thought it was going to sound like Sam Witwer, and it's like, oh, I should wish. But the voices, like the sound design on his voice is really cool. I did not do justice. That was like Bane underwater. What I just did. But
another with Bane. I like that. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
It was a really cool.
In the shadows.
Yes.
Molded by it.
Yes. I love the sound design of that, and then the voices of the droids on the bridge of the Eye of Sion.
Oh, they're so cool.
Oh,
Those voices were like really cool, man. I don't know. It's just like stuff we've never really heard before.
Yeah.
So
the Eye of Sion, what a cool idea that is.
Oh my god! And the gold inlays on the. I was watching the ring.
Sion, deep cut reference Sion.
Right, like Darth
Sion
right?
from KOTOR 2.
Yeah.
I wonder, man. I see. This is what we
There's
get.
just so much cool things going on.
And like every episode,
I'm getting for Zion. So.
Exactly, and I was thinking that too. Biblically speaking,
Yeah,
Zion,
yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that whole moment where Hu Yang finds the space ring, and he's like, powering down. Felt so C-3PO, felt so A New Hope.
Okay,
just like
the part. So Hu Yang gets all the funny, all the comic lines in this show. Whenever he's like, I need you to get a little bit closer, she's like, are you crazy? He goes, closer, please. That David
That's
Tennant,
a Hannibal
like,
Lecter line right there.
That was the doctor. That was the doctor.
David Tennant is a international.
Oh,
absolutely,
right.
absolutely. Just like I giggle every time I've watched it. Closer, please.
See, one of my favorite moments in this whole episode, which is kind of a small moment, is whenever they finally get in the atmosphere of the planet and they see the Purgo for the first time, and you see Ahsoka smile and look over at Sabine. That moment like pulls on my heart. I'm like, this is kind of a cool moment for them, because as viewers, we saw the trailer and everything. We know it's coming, but for the MS characters, they hadn't seen the Purgil since 5 years ago.
That's what Sabine says when they land later in the ship. She goes like, I haven't seen those creatures since Ezra left.
God, man.
I mean, it's the same feeling as when we first heard Hera's theme in the show.
Yeah.
Or Sabine's theme.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that it brings it all back.
It really does. And to kind of wrap up this whole episode and this discussion, because I've had a great time, and let's see if we can get this working. Let me try this real quick. Did this work? I admit it. There we go. It kind of worked. It worked okay.
Go up in here.
I edited that kind of
Joe's
quickly.
in his box. Joe's in his box.
In his Thrawn box.
Not my box again.
Not my box again. Oh, Jerry. Damn it. Oh, my box. Oh, anyway.
I'm seriously thinking about my life choices right now.
He made some good ones.
Made some bad ones, though. Anyway. That one's a long one.
That one's really long.
That one's long. So, are y'all actually?
It just says sad.
Are you actually concerned with who Marok may be, or no, or Marok or Marok? I'm not really.
I'm just enjoying him right now as he is.
Yeah, I love him. I'm attracted to him. I don't want anything bad to ever happen to him. I want to tuck him in at night. I want to take care of him. I want to feed him soup through his little visor.
Feed him soup.
Well, because he can't get really solid food through the visor.
Right.
No.
A little straw.
Like a straw.
Thank you. Yeah. You can try.
I would imagine I would suck it up through the straw and then put it in with my mouth and then spit it and shoot it down his throat. That's just,
as I said, I'm really rethinking my life right now.
I love that you're nursing him back to health, though.
Because he might get a Bobo. He might get a Bobo. Get his.
We might see his face, but I don't think he's going to be anybody important.
Okay, so no one's convinced it's like
No, he's going to be like the 36th brother.
Yeah.
He's gonna be down there.
Fabian Martel, anybody
Oh
who
my
watches?
God.
Like I don't know, like
Jesus.
Jared's gonna storm in here since I've
Fabian
mentioned
Martel
that
is
name.
Jared's character in a
On
JRPG.
Ionized Bastards that we do with Michael McCoy on his channel.
No,
Star Wars
He's
RPG.
gonna open his visor. It's gonna be Alex Damon. I mean,
could you imagine?
Hey guys, tune into Star Wars Explained tonight.
Oh my God, you guys! What if it's Ezra? What if they already went, got him back, tortured him, and made him the last Inquisitor? I'm just saying.
I thought about that, but I'm like, that would be so dark.
That'd be awesome.
I'm
with you,
Joe and I solved the puzzle. I ended the game. We don't have to watch it.
He opens up his visor and it's Sam Witwer. I mean,
It could be.
It could be. It could be.
Not necessarily a Star Killer, but it's another character.
What if it's Kanan Jarrus? No, just playing.
Stupid.
What if it's Tech?
Tech?
Oh my God.
This is where Tech comes back.
No.
This is where Tech comes back. Sorry, Stan.
Joe,
sorry, Stan. Sorry, Stan. Sorry, Stan.
It's Stan.
That's not
It's
Joe, that's
Stan
Stan.
in that outfit.
Yeah, sorry. It's
Stan.
it's Cat Eye Stan.
Producer. No. No, it can't be Cat Eye Stan. Cat Eye. Listen, Stan.
Get
you
back
look
on topic.
Stan, you looked great last Halloween. No one's disparaging you.
I think I'm gonna have nightmares from that.
Yeah, you probably will. That's okay. Nightmares are worth
We
it.
all are.
Look at Thrawn.
Listen, Joe, give Joe some oxygen. He needs to breathe.
Okay.
Come on.
Well,
Empty the room of water.
So
nightmares about blue rings.
Blue rings. Oh, sorry. Sorry. No, so I want to ask you this. I actually not really ask you. I wanted to kind of like have a moment about this thing. The intergalactic hyperspace lanes that like the Jedi archives tell of intergalactic hyperspace lanes that are what would they say used? Oh my God. And like the fact that like we can expand out to the galaxy, like the
follow the Purgil too, or the space whales.
Yeah, their migration.
Purgil.
God, man, and the fact
that
that they
Jason Statham impression.
No, sorry, that was my Hugh Yang as best as I could do. It needs work. No, whenever he wakes up, did I miss anything? He missed the Purgil, and then he explains for all of the people, the parents watching with their kids, their 30-year-old children, us who watched Rebels, and they're like space whales, also known as Purgil.
Yeah, I love that kind of moment.
Captain Ahab will show up, and
Yeah.
I love that Star Wars can still be mysterious in the sense of
that's Hondo's role.
Oh, now forget
Please,
Hondo.
no.
Good Lord. So I love that we
my
can
friends.
my friends. I just love that we can still get weird things in Star Wars that don't have to be. They don't have to be like it's in the archive. So Hugh Yang always knew they existed. He's never seen them before, but the fact that they do exist is so cool. And that ending, y'all, on Balin, I love that ending. That ending was so badass.
Ray Stevenson, we lost him way too soon.
I agree.
Way too soon.
God, it's awful.
I am already wanting so much. I want to see this character for forever. And
Yes.
it's I mean, it's a tragedy nonetheless.
Yes,
but just like I wish that this man could see how much people love him.
Mm-hmm.
Just like
hopefully,
wherever he is, hopefully he knows he's loved.
As far as acting is concerned, I think he gives the best performance so far.
Oh, I agree. He does. He's amazing. Are we thinking we're gonna get kind of a reveal as to what his MO is? Like, do you think we're gonna actually?
I mean, I don't have to have it yet, but I think we're gonna definitely get like the back and forth between him and Ahsoka next week.
Yeah, I hope so. I don't know. What do y'all think? Are we gonna get like we're a dark Jedi, or we don't believe?
I hope we do. I find these new dark side characters to be the most interesting.
Yeah.
Like they're the ones I actually kind of want to be watching. Like this episode, we didn't get too much of them, and honestly, I find them so interesting, and I love Shin and her little bob. Like, I just want to know what's going on, bestie. Where are you getting your bleach and tone done in space?
And
you know what I mean?
The actress Ivana Sakta, I mean, those eyes are just so piercing. It's like, oh my gosh.
Oh, whenever she's flying?
Any person with blue eyes when they take a photo, that's them. That's the face she's making.
Yeah. They're
Everyone do
looking
their best
into your
impression.
soul.
Bro, we see them.
Blue eyes.
Do your best impression. All right, I'll do mine first. Here's mine.
Yeah, I gotta get the.
Okay, Jerry's next. Joe, you're next.
I gotta get the fringe.
Brennan, you're next. See, that's the thing. It's so intense too, and it's kind. I'm not gonna lie.
So intense.
Kind of hot. Like she's like kind of like I'm like, ooh man, you would scare the shit out of me if I like saw you in public. Like I don't know what I would do.
I really want her to
I'm surprisingly attracted to her and also frightened by her.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
As you should be.
I mean,
that's the only way to. That's the only way to fall in love with a woman. Honestly,
some people kind of like that. I mean,
Joe, what were you gonna say?
I don't remember, but I was thinking. I love feeling like maybe I'm gonna get kissed, or maybe I'm gonna be choked, or maybe both at the same time.
Maybe I'm gonna get
That's kind of my
stabbed.
thing.
well,
the
I
appendix.
felt the same way as Kendra Nero.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
that's fair.
I mean,
agree.
she could do whatever she wanted in the I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. No, I am hoping that this next episode kind of ties up some loose ends from the trailers. So like we know we get Sabine versus Shin. We know we get Ezra versus Morok, and I know we get Balin versus Ahsoka. But like, do we end on a low note because we're in the middle of the season? I hope we do. I hope so. I hope we end with our heroes like that ring takes off and they're screwed. Like I hope we leave on that note.
I don't want that because I want to go along with on the ride to the other galaxy.
Yeah, me too.
But I do hope that our heroes lose, and I want Shin to just be like cunty and cool and like, on top. And I want her to start losing her mind the farther we get into the season. And I just want her to be a real bitch. And the best in the best possible way. I love her and I'm obsessed with her. And she's a gay man stream. You know, a beautiful woman with a fuck ass bob doing evil things. Gay men love that.
And looking like this
and straight men love it too.
Oh,
yes.
It's the one thing we all agree on.
Yes.
We're all in agreement here. Like, bang the gavel. We're
I just
done.
love, I just love that every time, like, you cut to her and Balin, she's like, I just love her. She's like,
love the shade.
Here,
Y'all really
zoom in on me again.
Okay.
zoom in on. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Brennan.
All right, Joe. Do yours again, Joe. Do yours again.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Hold on. There we go.
Jerry.
Man, Jerry.
It's like it's a vibe. We need to have more women stare at me like that. That's what I want. That's what I want. All my female coworkers at work tomorrow stare at me like this.
Whoa.
Joe. No, but in all, God damn it!
How dare you, Buck?
Buck, bad opinion.
How dare you?
Everyone's opinion is valid except Buck's.
I
agree.
This moment. I agree.
Oh man, did y'all love the shade that she gave Morgan? Like,
yes,
been a little like questioning of her to her master, but she actually was like, "Good job, Morgan. You almost destroyed them. We'll take it from here." Was like so.
No, that was
so badass.
So competitive. They're very competitive with her.
And be like, Shin, will you marry me?
Brennan was like ready. Brennan has the ring and everything ready to go, Shin. And all you have to do is just say yes. Come on. I'm with you, honestly. Yeah.
Do it now. Sorry, that's a Cure song. You know, Shin listens to the Cure. Shin loves Depeche Mode. Shin would love those 80s new wave, like really sad freaking
Shin is one of the goth girls I went to high school with.
Exactly. Yes. Shin doesn't give a shit.
Goth queen.
Shin would tie your shoes and watch you fall.
All the goth girls I think I had crushes on. But, you know.
That's right.
I love that Shin was like questioning why they were even doing this too.
Yeah.
Oh, me too. Yes.
Like, I want her to like, I don't know. I want her to like go insane and like kill a bunch of people. I would just stand. I'd be so excited about it.
Yes, Scotty.
Right there.
But don't worry, the ring I'd give her would not be a blue ring.
Let's bring Thrawn back.
Not yet.
You never know.
There he
No,
is.
I'm not into that.
We love a girl who pegs.
Well,
Oh, sorry.
Again,
Oh my,
Whoops.
Brennen.
I'm seriously reconsidering my life right now.
Well, we can wrap it up.
We love
I'm
you,
looking
Brennen.
forward to next week. Know what the good thing is, y'all? And this is why I love the Tuesday drops. The fact that we do have the opportunity now to we have a 4-day weekend here in America because we've got a wonderful holiday that some people have off on Monday for, and literally
Which
come
holiday is
Tuesday.
that? Oh yeah.
I don't. Is it Labor Day? I don't know.
Labor Day.
It's Labor Day. We
can
celebrate
wear white
how much
now.
we work by having one day off.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you,
America.
Trump.
Overlords.
Thank you, Donald. Thank you,
Thanks,
Donald.
Obama.
Oh man.
Herbert Hoover. I don't know.
So I had a blast. This has been a great discussion. I want to get some plugs in. Brennan,
That was not the one I meant to push.
let's hear about your show.
You just said plugs.
Page turners, they are not, Brennan.
They were not.
Oh, we're not. Sorry.
And
God
to
damn it,
gentlemen,
Scotty.
interviewers and Butthead, you just said plug.
Plug.
No, you can follow me on Twitter. But I'm not going to call it the other name.
The other name.
That's
Brennen
right.
Miskel. You can follow me on Blue Sky, Brennen Marr. Instagram and Threads at Brennen Blue. And you can follow my podcast, Page Turners They Were Not, at YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts.
Look, I got it right here. If you have Apple Podcasts, you can scan that right there. You scan that right there. Everyone scan it. I can see if you scan it or not. It'll let us know. Someone get a good. That is so damn long, Jerry. Get a good scanning because that's Brennan's podcast for Apple Podcast.
And thank you,
Page they were
Eli.
not.
Thank you, Eli. That's very kind of you.
Thank you, Eli. That was very
Yes.
kind of you. Thank you, Eli.
He
Love
went
you,
and got
Eli.
the chocolate milk. He's feeling better. Feeling much better.
Chocolate milk. Someone scan the QR code. No one's scanning it. Brennan, we're gonna have to
Scan.
We're gonna have to kill people tonight on your behalf.
Got him. Where we go? We got him.
There we
Here,
go.
let me do the eyes. Then you'll do it.
Okay, to the eyes. Yeah, now you have to scan that.
Scan, you fools!
I'm a little threatened, but I'm also a little seduced here. I'm not gonna lie, Brennan. You gotta.
Hey, that's what my eyes do.
That's what happens. Well, Joe,
Yeah,
what do
he's
we
like, I
got
have
going
that
on
effect.
with you, Joe? Look at this, Joe.
Nothing really. I'm on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and Twitch. I stream on Twitch, and I am blue.
Abadi abadai.
And you should see how many rings I have. They'll take you to hyperspace and back, baby.
Oh, that was brilliant.
I gotta go home and rethink my life.
Hi, Brendan. No, we had a blast hanging out with y'all this evening. Obviously, y'all are two Bombadcast veterans. Y'all have been a part of this. You've had the experience of a lifetime being here, and we can't thank you both enough. I'm pumped for the next couple of weeks to be able to talk with y'all and even look at what the people of the world have to say about Ahsoka Tano. But that being said, thank you all for joining. Shout out to Stan, our wonderful producer. And Jerry, anything else? We do have some people coming up next week. Get that pulled up. Hold on.
We do.
We've
Yes,
got
we do.
we've got some wonderful guests lined up that I don't have memorized yet because we do this weekly.
Why?
I know.
Me and Scotty have lives. Okay. I mean, come on. What do you want from us?
Lives and wives.
Lives. Oh.
Well, not you.
Rub it in.
No, not me.
Not you, Jerry.
Not the drag.
Not
for me.
I think next week, if I'm mistaken, is Buck, Eric, and my cousin Troy. Oh my God.
Oh,
I can't wait.
Here we go.
I cannot wait. My cousin Vinny.
No cousin Vinny. Darn.
No cousin Vinny.
Sorry,
my
not this
cousin
time.
Thrawn. All that being said, thank you both for joining. What, Jerry?
Have
What
him
you
on
want to
for,
say?
we're gonna have him on for Skeleton Crew. That's what we're
Yeah. Anyway, I love you both as always.
Thank you.
Brennan, give us a
Love
good
y'all.
Stay Bombad to close of the show.
Stay Bombad. Stay Bombad.
Did you say impossible, Pasquale? Only kidding, Jackie. I've changed my tune because I finally thought of a possible dream that we can all share.
What is it? Pasquale?
It's a dream about a world when nobody is poor or sick or hungry.
Oh, now that's a dream we can make come true.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right.
As I point up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind.
I see the kids in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top,
and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer.
If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
Oh yeah,
I'm asking him to change his ways.
come on, change. No message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Oh yeah,
I'm asking him to change his ways.
no message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change.
Time for us to take a break, but we wouldn't dream of being gone for long. See you in a little bit.